Oh, hey. Hey, guys. It is me, the Senile Simmer. We are back with another one of these wonderful Sim Sport event thingies where we get some free stuff for doing things in the game. Let's see what we need to do. We can already get this. We haven't done anything. Antique Curio Display, an elegant display with a plush velvet feel, ideal for showcasing your latest found treasures. Let's grab it. I really need to move them into a bigger house. It's really hard to find a spot for everything. There it is. All right, here are the colors it comes in. I think for their house, everything is kind of this golden yellow color, so we'll go with that. It says it's an item to put things in. Looks like it has a slot for keys, and we don't have any keys. So let's. Oh, Caleb's off to school. Hope we don't need him. Go ahead and study hard, Caleb. What seemed like a normal day quickly turned into an adventure. An envoy arrives with a call to seek out treasures. Will you be worthy of protecting these ancestral heirlooms? You're going to watch the news on TV and meet the royal envoy. Watch the news. Oh, that's great. It's better news than we have in our real life. An envoy has been spotted in town, and they appear to be royal in nature. Several local residents claim to have seen them. Stay tuned for updates on this intriguing development. Greetings, I am the royal envoy representing the noble kingdoms of Darong, the Cap, and the Thief family. I have received word of suspicious activity regarding some of the ancient treasures being kept outside of the kingdoms. I've come to ensure the safety and security of these items. I am hoping to do this as swiftly as possible. I do not want to bother any of the dukes with this matter. They're just so busy, as noble people tend to be. You understand, don't you? I need someone trustworthy to help me complete the task, and you caught my eye. Would you help me with my royal duties? I'll make sure it is worth your while. So we're going to ask about the Darong family. Let's see this royal envoy. Marina Corsair. Invite her in. And so we are going to ask her about the Darong family.
Oh.
The Darong family has always valued fine works of art. Their homes are adorned with masterpieces from renowned classical painters. Why not take an easel and paint for yourself? You might uncover clues in the process. I must move on for now. If you find any clues, don't tell anyone but me. You can now claim a new easel in the event rewards or find one in your inventory. So we need to make a painting next. Where are we going to put an easel? Seriously, there's so much junk in this house. I guess we'll put it outside with the rest of the junk. This is just a plain old ordinary easel, nothing special. Make a painting. Let's do a figure painting. This is inspiring, painting in front of the outhouse. What a magnificent work of art. But making art is only the beginning. Knowing the artist's intent and message is where true art comes to life. Expressing feelings about it is certainly a good idea. It's what the Durangs would have wanted. You should give it a try. Express feelings about art. It lacks the emotion that was intended, but not bad. The expression of the soul is always touching, or some feelings cannot be expressed in words. Well, since it's the first painting she's ever made, I'd say it lacks the emotion that was intended. After meeting the royal envoy and learning about the family heirlooms, the journey has only begun. The envoy mentioned heading towards the library. Follow them to learn more. We got some simoleons after expressing our emotion about the art. 2,000 simoleons. Serenity feels rather proud of the new painting, but wonders if the Durand family would appreciate it. Serenity can't help but feel she was left behind. Where did the envoy go? It's time to find out. The envoy feels polished in their delivery and missions. It's worth keeping an eye on them, following their lead for now to see where this leads. Visit the Willow Creek Archive Library. The envoy rushed out and said they would be
Jauna.
waiting at the library. Surprised them with a question. Where are you, fancy lady? I don't know where they are. Are they out back roller skating? Did they fall on their butt? Is that them? That's not them. That's Liliana. Aha, there you are, lady. Ask the envoy about the library. I mean, we should probably introduce ourselves to this lady. Ask about the library. The envoy looks surprised to see Serenity at the library. They quickly say, I didn't think you would be here so quickly. The Durong's family treasure is hidden here somewhere in these old archives. Why not help me uncover its location? I believe you will be the next guardian of their legacy. With that, the envoy slips away once more, their departure raising suspicion. Hack a computer at the library and ask someone about the Darong family. Let me introduce myself to you. And now, can I ask you about the Darong family? Nani says, I'm not too familiar with them, but the envoy who was here kept muttering Darong art repeatedly while searching through the books. Nani continues, maybe I should try to look at them too. Hack for Darong family information.
Haha. Ooh. Uh-huh.
The Durong family's interest in art is deeper and more mysterious than your sim expected. Seems the Durongs have been trying to restore an old family painting. With how much they've invested in this restoration, its completion must be very important to the kingdom. However, the Durong envoy has been acting a bit too suspicious for this to be a normal restoration project. Their behavior makes your sim believe this painting might also hold a secret. That's where we go. Now they want us to search a bookshelf. Wow, first book we took off the shelf just happened to have what we needed. After rummaging through the shelves, a book about the Durongs was discovered. Hidden between the pages, a delicate old key slipped out and landed silently on the floor. It might be what the envoy was after. Serenity hides the key away in a safe place before anyone notices. Best to keep it hidden for now. All right, and it says to travel home. Got a key in your pocket? I don't know where she put it. Maybe she slipped it down the front of her dress, in between in that secret lady pocket. Although a key was found, the envoy's behavior seemed a bit off. Why the odd behavior at the library? Continue following the envoy to see what happens next. You've completed all the current quests. Come back in 6 days for the next set. Let's pick up this new easel, the heirloom easel of the Darong family. Once a favorite of the Darong family elder, this easel has held its last painting for generations. With the portrait's donation to the Museum of Art, this easel is now an icon of the people's creativity and the Darong family love of painting. Breathe new life into it with every piece you create and bring the dignified influence of style to any space. And then we got a key. The Darong family key, a stately key etched with patterns and accented by a copper palm. Sturdy and strong, it's a key that will endure through the ages, can be displayed on the antique curio display table. Yeah. We got 100 satisfaction points. We got a draped memorial display table. All worlds have unique ways to honor loved ones, but a memorial display is a universal concept. It allows us to celebrate their lives and remember them. This display can hold sentimental items like a timeless capture photo, since you've been gone, incense, or whispering wren, a messenger statue for sending heartfelt notes. If you do not have, oh, I don't remember what it was called, the death pack, the Ravenwood pack, you would not get this particular item. I don't know what you would get in exchange. If you got something different, let me know. And we got our luxurious morning robes. Embrace the day in comfort with these flowing silken robes in fine silk and elegant broderie. You'll be ready to handle royal duties with poise. I think Kyle will look fabulous in that. So let's go back and in all the different colors. We'll go with this one, painting on it, and we'll sell this one. All right, so we got this fancy schmancy table in different colors. Ooh, I like that red. I'm gonna go with this one because it kind of matches the aesthetic. What else did we get? Oh yes, the key, which I think is in her pocket right now. And we'll be able to add this to that. So it looks like we're gonna get four more keys that won't mean anything or do anything, just like all the other collectibles. That's fine. It's probably fine. And then Kyle, let's have you get a new outfit. Full body item. Let's go with that one for Kyle. And can you also wear one? Can. Let's get her the blue one. Fabulous. Well, that concludes this episode of the Lost Legacies event. Until next time, I leave you with hugs and cookies, and I'll see you all next time.